I'm Kezia, a brain injury survivor and a member of Bind.
Hi, I'm Carrie, a stroke survivor and a Bind member, and welcome to Bindwaves, episode 11. Today we're going to talk about the new normal, and we have our guest Della, who is a recent transplant from Kansas City, and she is a really acquired officiant, ordained minister, and is an excellent motivator here to everyone at Bind. So welcome, Della. We're happy to have you here.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Carrie. Thank you, Kezia.
Well, welcome here. We're so excited to have you here. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your brain injury?
Yes, I came from Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas. I've been here for like about, at Bind, I've been here like 3 years now, almost 3 years. And I love it here. I love the weather. That's my thing. and like in Kansas City, it's a little bit colder, but I like that too at times, but not as much.
Yeah, it's not as cold as Kansas City.
No, you guys don't see the snow like we do there. So.
Welcome to Bindwaves, the official podcast of the Brain Injury Network of Dallas. I'm Brian White, Bind's Executive Director. On each episode, we'll be providing insight into the brain injury community. We'll be talking to members and professionals regarding their stories and the important role of Bind's clubhouse. We work as a team to inspire hope, community, and a sense of purpose to survivors, caregivers, and the public. Thank you for tuning into Bindwaves. Let's get on with the show.
So what kind of brain injury did you have?
I had a stroke out in 2015. I was actually at home at the time when it happened with my youngest son. And I ended up having a stroke. I guess I passed out. We was ready to eat dinner. And I think I passed out. And when I passed out, he must have called the people to come help me or whatever, because I don't remember nothing else. So.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that we have in similar. I mean, I don't remember anything, but thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah, same. I remember everything.
Yeah, she remembers everything. We don't remember anything.
Wow, really?
Yeah. But everyone's a little different.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
But so, Miss Della, tell us a little bit about what you were doing before your stroke.
Oh, I was working at two of the most famous stores everybody knows, these stores, Walmart, Super Walmart, and I was working at Sam's Club at the time, yeah. I had worked at Walmart for like 9 years. I was just beginning my new job at Sam's Club about a year in, and so then about that time, that's when I had the stroke there, I guess, at home, so. I had worked that day and came home, and then we was just talking and eating dinner, and my son said, "Mom, you okay?" I said, "I'm fine." And so he began to kind of like look at me a little deeper, I guess, and ask me questions and things like that. So I don't know if he gave him an articulate answer or not. But I ended up calling one of my prayer partners, and so I called them, and when I called, they told him to call 911 right now. So that's what he did, and they came and got me. And I don't remember anything after that.
I'm glad your son was there to help take care of you. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And also, thank you for sharing that right now. I mean, what happened that day, which was a while ago, and what you used to call home, but now home is Texas.
Yes.
And now you're living your new life.
Yes.
So what do you consider your new life to be? Like, what is life now?
Okay. Now it's a little bit more calmer for me. I am more at peace, I guess you could say. I'm getting older, and I like that fact that I'm getting older. I love that a lot. You know, I get to say, "No, little one, no, don't do that, little one," you know, that kind of stuff. You know, I like that. I like to brag on my grandkids and things like that. I enjoy that very much a lot. You know, I got 5 of them. I got 5 grandkids.
Wow.
Yeah. One grandson out of all of them. I got rest of them all girls, and they're pretty. And so I call them beautiful whenever I like. So.
You use that term so much. I love when you start the morning. Hi,
Yeah.
beautiful. And
Yeah.
yes. I
Yeah.
get the compliments from
Yeah.
Della. So thank you so much. How does your new life fit in Bind?
Well, here I like because I get to meet new people that I have not met before. I love that. I like meeting new people. I love sharing them about things that they kind of are interested in as well. And I can put my little 2 cents in when I want to. And I like that very much so. I like meeting them and seeing their story, you know, how they're doing. You know, is there anything I can help them with? I love to do that too. I love to help other people. I like that. That's my main thing. So. Sharing.
And I know we're talking about new life and new normal. That is a term that you hear a lot after people have brain injuries, is there's a new normal, because life definitely changes. We can't do everything like our old life like we considered what was normal. And normal is all relative, really. And I know a lot of people hate the term new normal, and I've come accustomed to it. I mean, I'm happy with my new normal. I'm living my life, having a great time, and just going on as I should be, because I'm lucky to still be alive. And I know you are the same way. You live your life to its fullest.
Yes.
So.
I take very much advantage of it. I say I'm going to do it as much as I can. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I like to kind of tease people when I say I'm 60. They be like, no, you're not. I say, yes, I am, and I'm proud of it.
There you
I wear
go.
my badge faithfully, so I like that a lot.
That's great. So tell us a little bit, how did you hear about Bind? How did you find us?
You know, it was so different when I did find it. I guess the only thing I can remember, the first people that I met when I came to Vine, that's the best I can go.
Mm-hmm.
I had met one of the members, that was Christopher, I think, Taggy. I think
Uh-huh.
yeah. He was one of the very first ones that I met, and he was very insightful. He said, just come on in, it's okay. I'm like, okay. And so then I talked to Miss Diana, and she was one of the ones, and I had met, I think it was Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the guys. He was like the guys that kind of lead me around, kind of show me the business about how buying works and things like that. And I like that very much. So that was pretty cool. And so I remember those things. I don't remember how I found out, you guys. You know, I'm not a computer person, so I think I remember kind of like doing a little bit on the computer, but I wasn't doing a whole lot because I don't know too much about computer things. That's not my cup of tea. But I remember doing things on the computer, and I kind of was searching, looking for people to help people with brain injuries, to kind of see if they can kind of help them get it. I think buying came up. That's what I think happened. And so then I said, well, let me call this place and see what they do. And then I called, and that's what happened.
Well, there you go. Doesn't matter if you remember or not. You found us. That's all that matters.
Uh-huh.
Here you are.
Yeah.
And here you are, and being super active in a lot of different activities, a lot of different things here at Bind.
Yes.
So how different is your new normal compared to the life that you had before the stroke?
Yeah. Back then, I remember doing a lot of work and stuff like that. I'm a go-getter because I like to do things fast sometimes. I remember doing that. And I remember kind of like, you know, just kind of like being a single woman now. I was happy. I guess you could say what people call the empty nester, because all my kids are like 30-something and older now, and I don't have to worry about them being little bitty people, you know, that kind of stuff, you know, and I like that very much, so I don't have to worry about running around, you know, because I have to do everything. I'm going to a football game. I'm going to a basketball game. I'm going here. I'm like, oh, my God. Being a single mom is pretty full in my life, so I don't have to worry about that now, and I'm kind of happy about that. Now I got the grandkids to worry about. Grandma, can you do this for me? Gee, Mama, can I have this? Gee, Mama, can I have $1? Can I have $10? I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a G Mama. I can't get all that money right now. So
I love the word G Mama.
yeah, they call me G Mama. I said I don't want to be called Nana. I don't want to be called Grandma. Give me G Mama. I
There
like
you
that.
go.
Cute. Like, how would you describe your experiences here at Bind? I love that you have literally remembered the people that you met first and everything that you've been doing here at Bind and how it's been. You don't remember how it started, but you remember now. So I love that. How would you describe who we are right now?
Right now, I love meeting everybody. Everybody here that I met, I like them a lot. And I like sharing. That's pretty cool. And I like that they get to share with me and things like that because we all come from different fields and everything. And I love that about, you know, the differences that we have. And, you know, we still get to be able to know each other and, you know, be able to socialize anyway, no matter what it looks like. You know, we like that, you know.
Yeah. Well, so when you do come into the clubhouse, for our listeners who still haven't fully maybe grasped what the clubhouse is, what does a typical day look like for you when you come into the clubhouse? And when you get here in the morning, kind of take us through your day when you're at the clubhouse.
Yeah. When I come in, I always greet the people at their desk right there. I say hi to them. How did your weekend go? Or whatever it may be. You know, are you having a good time right now? That's my main concern about people. And so then I see the kitchen. I hear a lot of people in the kitchen area. So I go in there, I bother them a little bit. What y'all cooking today? What's up? You know, can I help? You know, is there anything you need? And then if they say something to me like, okay, let me see what I can do. I ask whoever's on call, the staff or whoever, can I go in there and help them in the kitchen if they can? And then like they'll say, well, we got people here for that or whatever, or if you want to sign up for it or whatever, then I can go in there, I can sign up and kind of help during the day. I like that too. And so I go to the big room and then I start meeting the green people, sitting there bothering people. Well, what you doing today? What you got up? You know, and then sometimes we don't have that conversation. one of us, like one of the people I befriended a lot was Mr. Chris. I can't remember his last name right now. But when it's me and him, and like sometime I think there's another guy that I used to come in and we wanted to play cards or something. Because I like our juice can start flowing, our mind things can start flowing. That's why I like to play the little cards sometime, because I think that if you can think well, you're going to have a good day that day. So I do that.
That's awesome.
I love your positivity. I love it. And I think at one time you told me that the way you start the morning is you play some mind games. Right. So I love that positivity and how your day goes on by.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing.
Yes, absolutely.
So what kind of groups activities do you normally do here at Bind?
Group activities, I do, well, I'm trying to think. Oh, well, I like to, at the end of the day, too, we all, like as a clubhouse, I like to get to play Rummy Cube, I think the name of it. Oh, we love that game. Everybody loves that game.
I had never played it until I got to Bind.
Most people haven't.
And now I have one at home, Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, everybody loves Rummy Cube.
Yeah, and like that's our thing. It's like, people teach you how to play, you catch on real quick. It's pretty good, so.
Yeah.
And I think that we kind of wind that up, and then we kind of done with our day and go home or whatever. I love that a lot too, though. And I think there's one guy that kind of rules it a little bit better, and he's like, okay, you can do this, but you can't do that.
That would be Carl H.
And I love that about him. It's like, okay, the military man, how are you?
Yes,
The military man.
that's Carl H., our colonel.
Yeah, I love that a lot.
Absolutely. Well,
So I was gonna say, like, those are great activities that you do, but I did also want to like point out the amazing things that you do through your positivity and how you help other women. I think that you're like the leader of the women's group on Thursdays, because you started off, and I think that really like has like a good starter for the new normal for all of us women. I'm great at talking, but I'm not the best at leading these, like, how are you feeling and things like that. But you are amazing at that. So how's that going with the women's group?
Oh, thank you so much, Miss Kezia. What it is that I have a few of the women that kind of want to regain that again, because I think we kind of died off a little bit, and so now we're going to be more in the clubhouse now, which that's really helpful. And so I would love to try to get that started back up with them again, and maybe more can come and get more involved in it and everything. I want the staff to get involved too, so I don't know if that's going to happen, but I would like them to. So, but I'm thinking that it probably start fairly soon, but I just don't know exactly a date or anything right now. So
that's awesome.
I love that.
Yeah.
I
know everyone enjoys it, so
yeah,
that's great.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I also wanted to also give you a huge shout out, because you do the women's group. You're super positive, and your voice is so calming, and I hope everyone the listeners will also be specifically listening to your voice. It's so calming, but you've done something new. You went to school, and then now you are a
I am a facilitator of marriages now. I can do that. I'm like, oh, I'm so happy. I don't know what to do with myself. Yeah.
So you're not working at a store anymore. You're doing something completely new.
Yeah. And I've been wanting to do that for years. I have been wanting to do it for years. And I can finally do it now, and I am official. I'm like, I get to wear my shirt now, and straighten up my jacket and everything, because my hair, I'm good. I like it. I really do.
Oh.
So, Miss Della, for our listeners and everyone else, for new survivors, for new caregivers, what is something that you really want everyone to know about living your new normal after your brain injury? What's something just, being positive, whatever it is, what do you want the world to know about the new normal after brain injury?
I would love to tell them to be strong and stay strong and be encouraged, and know that you're greatly loved, no matter who's ever telling you that or not telling you that. I love you, and you're going to be fine.
I love it.
That's awesome. You're always so positive. I love your positivity so much.
I think you need to be recorded and be put on replay. Replay.
Deep thoughts with Della.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I think so. We should make an app. Della, with your great positivity every morning, and definitely the good morning, you're beautiful.
I love that. I do. You know what? Can I tell you guys something about that? I don't know if it's right for me to do that right now.
Absolutely.
But one of the things that my mom, when I was a little girl, she said, when you wake up in the morning, she said that kind of constructs your day. She said that's what's going to happen to you today. However you wake up, that's what's going to happen for the all day long. I'm like, okay, so why not make it positive?
Right.
You know? And so I used to wake up, because I was like, I was a whole different kid when I used to be younger. It's like I was angry. I'm like, why am I angry? And I had to question myself, why am I frowning? What's up? You know? And then I said, well, I'm going to be okay anyway. And so when I began to be a teenager, I had friends and stuff. They would say, Della, we'd like for you to do this. Della, we'd like for you to do that. Can you come and play volleyball with us? We're like, yeah, I'll play some volleyball. I love that, you know. I had the strong hand, I called it, like the strong fist. And I could hit the ball like out of the world. It's okay. I can hit it as hard as I want to, and it's good, you know.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that a lot. So that's how I got over my little meanness that I was going through at that time. You know, when you're young, you go through a lot of things.
Sure.
You know, as an adult, you kind of look different. You know, did that stuff really matter, Della? You know, I have to ask myself, did it really matter? Are you going to be okay? Can you make it? Are you going to see tomorrow? Yes. You know,
Yes,
I
of
had to answer
course.
the question, yeah.
Of course. Well, I wanted to give you a huge thank you for joining us in the podcast
Thank you.
and sharing all of your knowledge and all of your positivity today. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Y'all
you,
doing
Ms. Della. We're so happy to have you. And
you are doing a wonderful job.
well, thank you, beautiful.
And you're beautiful too. I love that.
And thank you to all of our beautiful listeners. Please continue to join in and join us for our next episode with Bind Waves.
Thank you.
I'm Jeff. I had a brain tumor 20 years ago, and I would really like for you to buy some of these lovely cards, which are made by Bind members. And you could buy these cards by visiting the website, bind.org, or come to the shop and come Bind and buy them that way.
Okay, a sandwich and a soda, walk into the arcade and then turn to the manager and they say, can we get some tokens? And the manager looks at him and says, sorry, we don't serve food here.
We hope you've enjoyed listening to Bind Waves and continue to support Bind and our nonprofit mission.
We support brain injury survivors as they reconnect into the life, the community, and their workplace.
And we couldn't do that without great listeners like you. We appreciate each and every one of you. Continue watching. Until next time.
Until next time.
Hello. We hope you are enjoying our podcasts. There are many ways for you to get involved in our work and support Bind's Brain Injury Network. Make a donation now at thebind.org. Shop the Bind store on our website. Become a Bind volunteer. Contact our team today to help make a difference in the lives of brain injury survivors. Don't forget, donate, shop, volunteer, and get involved.